Hey there, this is the Gangs team, and today I've built a custom base design called the HALE. It is made for a trio or quad group that is very strong against offline raids as well as online raids. It's not super expensive and has lots of options to upgrade if you reach endgame early. I want to give you a quick base tour before we get started. This base is based on a footprint of 2 triangles in the center with a full ring around the core, as well as honeycomb outside of the ring. So it's very strong against offline defense, especially since there's so many triangles and so many sockets for all the garage doors. So this is the first floor. We have ladder hatches up to each additional floor. We've got a nice open core through the bedroom layer with wide gap peaks, with some nice jump ups. If you get on these furnaces, you have really nice roof peaks to retake, and a big open roof that can fit plenty of minis, room for windows, and an optional moonroof bedroom. Let's get into the build. So the costs. I built this example base out of completely sheet metal, so it ends up costing 100k sheet, a little bit for the stone walls and the wood for the twig. You can choose to upgrade as much of the core as you want to high qual if you can afford it. The total upkeep, including externals, is 21k. So let's get on to the build. I just wanted to point out right away to not be scared of the wide gaps because they're very easy to build. So the starter is simply 2 triangles, walls, and a double door. Place the ceiling, give it an upgrade, and we will drop the PC and place a door. When you have enough materials to continue, you're going to build a ring of triangles all the way around. And once that's done, just place walls all the way around the perimeter. And make sure to place an entrance opposite of your entrance. So I'm going to build mine here. Next, we will decide where our jump up needs to be, which we can place just to the right of your entrance. And then you can fill the rest in with floor triangles, like so. And then I'll give this whole thing an upgrade. Alright, when that is done, you will likely not have a ladder hatch yet, so you can place a furnace to start on the jump up. And above it, you'll place a wall and 2 frames. Cap it with a floor tile and place 2 doors. Now your first floor is safe. Don't forget the front door, obviously. And when you have more materials to continue, we will be placing triangles off of every foundation. This will be our honeycomb. And then simply walls all the way around. And on the front door, place another door slot, and then place the ceilings. When you're done with that, give it all an upgrade. Okay, we have our first floor with honeycomb complete. At this point, you can either skip ahead in the video if you want to continue building up the center of the base, but if you want to get immediately to wide gaps to claim your area with TCs, you can get started on that now. So the wide gaps are not hard, you just have to pay attention to what side you're on. So there are sides of the base with 1 triangle, like this side, and the opposite side. All the other sides, there's 6 sides total, so 4 sides have 2 triangles, right? So I'll do the a side with 2 triangles first. So all you're gonna do is place a triangle in the middle, 2 squares, and a triangle. Delete your builds back, and then place triangles going back. And then build triangles in a flat line against the base, and the 3 with flat sides against the base are the ones that are important. So you're going to place your door frames going up 2 levels. And then you can give these 3 an upgrade. Okay, now that we have that done, we can delete this end triangle and place 4 squares going further out. At this point, you should be able to place a TC. So we're going to make a room for the TC. You can either do a double or single door, place a roof, place TC, and upgrade. Don't forget to place a door, and then you can upgrade the squares coming back to the base. And here, it's nice to have a gatehouse right outside your front door, so I'll do that. Simply 2 windows, 2 door frames, and a roof. Easy, right? So the next thing you can do is either upgrade these floors to connect these 2 builds, or you can place triangles like so and give these an upgrade. And if you do it this way, you can then go ahead and delete these bottom twig foundations. After you have this first external done, the next external that you'll want to build is the 2 special ones, the ones with 1 triangle on the side, so this one and the one opposite. Alright, so to get started on this one, it's very similar, but you'll build 1 triangle on the opposite side of the first one, and then 2 squares. Triangle, delete back, and then triangles towards the base. On this one, there will be 2 triangles instead of 3, and you'll place your door frames, and then you can upgrade the 2 triangles. And remember, it's important that you build these 2 special ones first, because if you build all of the other ones first, it actually won't, it'll say that you won't have room to build these. So it's important that you build the special 2 first before finishing the other 4. So then we can delete these and build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this one. And then we are able to place a TC, so make a room the same way. And instead we can do single door here. Like that. So here we can make our bedroom. Do window, window, window. Ceiling. And then we can connect our build like this. Delete that. And don't forget to upgrade these. Alright, so on this external, I'm going to do the same special one on this side, and then the remaining 3 will be the same as the first one. Alright, so I now have all 6 externals done. 2 are gatehouses, the rest are bedrooms. Alright, at this point we are able to continue building the core of the base. So to continue to floor 2, we can just build walls around the perimeter. Then decide where your jump up needs to be. So for example, I'm going to place mine a couple triangles away, and then you can fill in the rest of the roof with triangles. On the inside, you can place walls around the perimeter for the honeycomb. So we should have a big open area. Then you can place the core like this. It's the same as the floor below with the TC. And in the middle, you can place your shelves, deleting the half wall. Then you have another ring up to the 3rd floor. When you're ready to do 3rd floor, again, it's the same thing. We place our honeycomb. and then place the walls on the inside. And this floor is slightly special because it is our OpenCore. You can design this however you want, but the important thing is to try to get at least 3 loot rooms with 4 boxes inside each one. And also decide where your jump up is going to go, so I'll place it here, for example, and you can fill the rest in with triangles. To design the OpenCore, for example, you can place a battery here, and then you should have room to do 2 loot rooms. Delete the half walls, and then over here we can do a additional loot room. And now we just need to place like our workbench and whatever else you want up in your OpenCore. Perhaps flip this around, make it a little bit better, and we can place our doors. Another important thing to mention, just to make the base more stable, you can place frames. You can place garage doors on all of these frames as well if you want. Next up, we're going to be placing our walls, and this might be the trickiest part of the entire base. You really have to pay attention of which side you're building the walls on. So I'm going to start with a set of walls that connects to the side of the base with just 1 triangle poking out. See how there's 2 here and 1 here? So to begin, we'll grab a wall, and near the edge of your foundation, you're going to want to angle the wall just ever so slightly in towards your base. The next section is slightly different because we're connecting 2 sides that both have 2 triangles, and there we're going to need an additional wall. On this one, we're going to angle the wall out away from the compound, and we're going to start it from the middle of the wall, like so. And here, you can eyeball it by control looking, so that's a little bit too close. If I angle it like this, that looks better, right? So I'm going to place it, and place. Complete the compound by placing your barricades so that nobody can jump in. So now we have all of the walls and barricades up. You can go ahead and place the large furnaces next. Place them in the area that has 3 walls instead of 2. And here on the other side. There we go. And at this point, you can continue building the shooting floor, bedroom floor, and roof. So we'll get started on that. You can climb up to your roof, continue these wall frames up 1 additional level. So you can stand on the edge of the base here and place these. Okay, and once you've done that, you can start building the floors. Connect them to the frames and do not connect them to your main base. Make sure it's this, it's not this. This will give you the wide gap effect. Once that's done, you can start placing windows. We'll start on these sides that have 3 triangles on the wide gap. We're going to place it every other. On the sides that have 2, you can place both windows. See how I'm placing both on the side that has 2, but this one has 3. I do every other. And then now we'll have some gaps. I fill this in with a half wall and then a window. Once you've got to this point, you can place your floor triangles on these special middle ones. And now you can place walls all around the honeycomb area. Make sure you plan for where your main corridor is going to be. So I believe my main corridor is going to be here, going through to here. And the rest can be walls. just like that. We should have something that looks like this. Next, we can build our bedroom area. So we're going to place window and window, door frame, window, window. We can build the roof now. Remember to place a jump up in the middle corridor somewhere, like so, and the rest can be completed. When we're building the roofs for the wide gaps, just keep it the same as the floor below. So we're going to connect this to the main base, but this floor will be connected to the wide gap. So you should get the same pattern on both floors here with the gaps. Okay, when that's done, you'll notice that we have some missing triangles in the middle here, and that's because these are going to be the peaks. So you can place the floor a half level above on top of the windows, and then you can place low walls to generate the peaks. Alright, once you get to this step, we'll start placing the roof. Find the side of the base that has only 2 triangles. Here we're going to be placing half walls, followed by roof triangles facing away from the base. On the sides with the peaks, we are going to be placing windows, followed by a half wall in the middle, followed by roof triangles facing away from the base. Perfect. Now I have a big open area. This would be the place where you can put turrets. If you did want a top cover for the turrets, you would want to delete this middle roof first and either place a roof like that for the turret to make it harder to HV, or instead, you could do something like this and place prison gates instead. You can just replace that window. So it can either look something like that, or it can look like empty, or you could have it where there's just a floor here. It's whatever your preference is, but just remember to place a floor here, you need to place the floor and then the roof. So just keep that in mind. Next thing we're going to do is build the spot for our windmills. To do that, we're going to choose the special 2 sides. We're going to be placing frames like so all the way up. We'll go up 4 levels, and then we'll place triangle, triangle. So your first windmill can go here, and it's up to you if you want to place another windmill exactly the same, or if you want to place a moon bedroom and a windmill on top of the moon bedroom. To build the moon bedroom, you do have to do some additional work. It's quite unstable when you get this tall, so below where the bedroom's going to go, you're going to want to make sure you have frames on every floor. Alright, so we have something that looks like this. Now we can go ahead and build our windows. Oopsies. Make sure to build a way to get in. And we'll want to build some additional frames for stability so that we can place the roofs. Perfect. Here you can put in a bedroom locker in small boxes, and then on the top you can go ahead and place your windmill. To add some finishing touches to the base, we can add embrasures on all of the window slots. I like the vertical embrasures the best. Another finishing touch would be to place the ladder hatches throughout all of your jump ups and get rid of the furnace jump ups because these are more secure. Okay, all the jump ups are placed, and the only thing left is to place as many garage doors as you can afford as you get the gears. But that is the HALE. My group has built this base on the official Blue Trio server, and while every base around us did get offlined, our base stood strong, it stood the test of time, and eventually decayed 5 days into it. Let me know about your experience with the HALE if you do choose to build it, or if you have any questions. Leave any feedback on what I can do better next time on a build video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.